Okay, I have a product in my craft room that I have not used much, but that I got because I thought I would love it, and I kind of do love it. The problem is this stuff, Izink Ice, is really gooey. Okay, so I was thinking, oh, I should put some of this in my art journal, my mixed media magazine collage journal. But because it's so gooey, and it takes a long time to dry in Florida, I couldn't figure out how to easily do it. And then I'm like, I need to use my stamps, because this is my year of, if I don't use them, I have to get rid of them. And so anything that I don't touch in a year, I have to let go from my craft room. So I'm like touching everything. And that's my own rule, not it's self-imposed. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a bunch of different things with ice on them. And I'm going to start out slow with, okay, so this is the same as that one. And then I have some birdie flowers. That is Tim Holtz collage paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull out a smear of it for there. Boop. See, now I get to keep collage paper. And we're going to pull out an even bigger smear of this one, because I love this one. And my husband got me the most amazing Fiskars silicone mat. And we are going to need this because, like I said, this stuff is gooey. So now we're going to take little parts of this and make it smaller. And I have, look at this. See that awesome part? I have that in a stamp. I use that stamp all the time. And I think I've used my stamp. Jesus, I hope I've used my stamps this year. I think I have. So they're not really in jeopardy, but I can't buy any more stuff if I'm not going to use the stuff I already have. So if Seth After comes out with my favorite color of Izink Ice in the world, and I haven't used the current Izink Ice I have, it's ridiculous for me to buy more, right? Like, let's just call a spade a spade. It is ridiculous to buy more of a product that you don't use already. So we are going to use our stuff today. I'm going to start with, I think this one, this is called Cold Gold. I think this one has, and I got to find, oh, this is not working with the fan. All right, Mod Podge to the rescue. Just put our Mod Podge on there. Let's make sure we get this high enough you can see what I'm doing. Oh, and that silicone mat is really nice. It holds it down. I'm going to have to use, I bought a Tim Holtz media mat. I'm going to have to use that or I won't be able to keep it. Okay, we're going to get all of these guys out. I have some more of these guys. Hold on, we got to use these guys since we're here. I bought a fun set of, let go. I bought a fun set of these palette knives that could be cool to use on here too. So we're going to try all kinds of stuff. I don't need scissors for the second. Okay, so let's start easy and work to hard. We're going to use a flat palette knife and some Izink Ice. And let's put some on here. Oop, I don't know how much we should use. So we're just going to try things out. And I'm okay if it, Well, we're going to try the front and the back, right? Because this is covering up, but I don't mind it's covering up. I'm going to be able to add ice to, ooh, I kind of like that, where it's sort of letting the stuff go in and out a little bit more. And I'm just turning it because I'm right-handed. And so I always want to turn it so I can pull it towards me, right? Ack! See, it's sticking to me. This stuff is sticky, but it's beautiful. I know you're going, why are you using something so sticky? But it turns out gorgeous. Okay, that's our first one. We're going to leave that there and let that dry. That stupid fan's going to help us. Okay, now we're going to do a piece with, I thought I had. Okay, we're going to do a piece with this little butterfly. And so let's use pink. And I have a little gold left on my spatula. And Seth Apter says that you should wipe off your lids when you put them on, because otherwise they'll get stuck. And this one is stuck. I have pliers. Hold on. And I have told you before, and this is the God honest truth, I don't understand. Well, we're going to have Johnny open that one. All right, I'll be right back. All right, crisis averted. And it took my husband, who's 6'6" and a beastie kind of guy, 2 pliers to open it. So probably listen to Seth Apter and wipe off your lids. All right, so there's a little dried on goober that caused all the problems. And then we're going to put out, I felt like that glob we did the last time was pretty good, don't you? This is such a pretty color. Do we want to use 2 colors this time? This is thinner. This is less opaque than the gold was. And that's, I'm playing with that. I just ordered some paper artsy opaque paint. And I have some high quality paints I use. Oh, hold on. See, they'll tell you how opaque they are, and you can still see a little bit of the black lines there, which means it's semi-opaque. And I've really wanted to get into that. Okay, let's pick another color. Do we want a real pretty yellow? This one wasn't stuck. It was just never opened schiffer. Great. Okay, okay. Oh, that's like sunshine. What's it called? Melted butter. So the pink one is freesia, rose cerise freesia. That's melted butter. And the gold one is cold gold. Now, if you live in other places, I don't think you have to work fast with this stuff. I think this stuff stays active forever. I don't know. Maybe it's just us Floridians that deal with things never drying. Oh, I kind of love that. Okay. Do we want to titch more? Yeah, I want to titch more. I think, thus far, I think the gold would be a better accent rather than a whole coverage. And this yellow and pink seem like a really neat way to color paper. I'm totally digging this. Let's get a little bit more color down here on our butterfly, and let's put this aside. Okay, so that pink was a very definite color. Let's do some of this. I like this color, and I'm thinking do we want to use? I really like this for spreading, so I want to do this on the type, and then let's get one of these guys. How about this guy? I don't know what he's supposed to do, but I'm thinking he could make wiggles in that. It made wiggles. I don't know if they'll stay, but let's try some more. I'm putting lots on this time. I want a lot of wiggles. Okay, I don't want to flatten out my other old wiggles. Okay, so let's do. Eek. Okay, wiggle out here. Can we get it to wiggle? Maybe not, but we can get dabbies of things. Okay, that's cute. All right, we're gonna put this aside. Now, it's been about, let's say 10, 15 minutes, and this first one we did is slightly dry. It's definitely not dry, right? Like it's still a little tacky, but we're gonna come in and I'm gonna try the black. This is called Noir Réglisse. I don't know what that means. I think it's a French company. So this one I had opened already and it didn't stick itself to the lid. Now there might be, nope, there's not even a hard bit. So let's put this out. Oh, we have a little bit, tiny bit of the pink left. Okay. And that first layer is acting as a resist to this second layer. So the ice is kind of really only going on it where the paper's open, right? Okay, let's get one of our other thingies. Oh, there's a big one. Can we make lines in this? Yeah, we can make lines in this. I think you could make lines in this with the side of your palette knife too. I don't think you need this fancy Sunday go to meeting strange shape thing. I didn't love that one. This guy, he was kind of fun. I'll put a link to all this stuff in the below. Okay. Now the black, I think, would be better on our stampy bits. Now we're going to make some magic peeps. All right. Seth After calls his peeps peeps too. This is Whiskey Frost, which is just the most delightful. I'm even going to clean this off. Let's clean it off on here. In a glob. No sense wasting any of this, right? There we go. But this stuff is beautiful. It's just the prettiest vintage color you have ever seen. It looks like baby poop right now, but get ready for the love. This to me is the perfect blend of brown and yellow and vintagey yumminess. Okay. And this is all permanent. Nothing will hurt it. And the thing I like about, there's some more googs from the ice may reactivate the ice. I haven't used it enough to really know. And now I feel like I want some, I don't want to just leave this stuff down here with no Whiskey Frost, feeling like it doesn't belong. There we go. That was a good swipe. So I would not want to do this on my glass mat because I have a feeling that this ice would stick to the glass mat. I'm using my lovely Big Shot switch. my hundreds of dollar machine to put all this crap on. So just maybe don't do that. All right, we're gonna make one of these with this color. Do we want to? Let's mix a little of that really pretty bright. I feel like all of them have been opaque, or excuse me, translucent, except for that gold one. I feel like that gold one definitely was more opaque, meaning you can't see through it. All right, let's... Oh, this is pretty. This is a pretty combination. Okay. Whew, that's sharp. That is my kind of grungy goodness. Okay, hold on. Stop it. It's very sticky. It's fine. We don't mind. Okay, let's do another one with the Whiskey Frost and the pink. Since we finally got it open. Oh, I feel like the black was a little... I love the Whiskey Frost. That is my jam. I have another one. I've ordered another one. See, but this is why I have to use it or lose it. Because having 2 containers of something you love and not using neither one of them is not good. It's just wasteful. And the reason I like this collage paper, I like any collage paper, honestly. Ooh, I have some Dina Wakley collage paper too. Tissue paper. Maybe we'll grab some of that. Ooh, look at how gorgeous this is together. Oh, now I want some more ice colors, like real colors. Because that is my jam, man. Right there. That makes me happy. Okay, this one is doing nothing for me. Okay, so I personally don't love this gold for putting all over everything. So we're going to have to, I'm going to just ditch this. I don't keep anything I don't like because then I'm stuck having it in my craft room and I'm not going to use it. So let's go back in black. Ooh, we're going to make a Steelers one. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. We're going to do a blob. And Steelers, for those of you who aren't in the United States or from the Northwest, or Northeast United States, is the football team from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I grew up. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to have the yellow, hang on, I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm going to have the yellow kind of on the inside and the black kind of on the outside and pull them together. Because I did not like that black and gold. The gold was too opaque. You couldn't see through it. And so it made, I got a tiny bit of that. Boy, that pink goes a long way, doesn't it? Stupid pink in my Steelers one. Okay. All right, here we go. And it's like icing a cake. So you wouldn't ice a cake without turning your cake. So this is the same thing. You have to turn your Izink Ice so that you can use it. Now this may be grungier than what you like, but so far I'm pretty happy with it. Way happier than with the gold. I feel like we didn't wind up with any, I just stuck my finger in it. I feel like with the gold, we didn't wind up with any of the collage paper showing through underneath. We just wound up with a hot mess. Where this feels like grungy and dark and cool. Because I am nothing if not wicked cool. Just ask my children. All right, I think I want some smoogies of black in through here. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna let this dry because we can always come back in on top of the, yeah, I really like that one. Okay, let's do a pink one like that because I like the black too. I wish I had more colors. I only have pink and yellow. See, this is how quickly you can get to where you feel confident with a medium. Because I would say right this second, I feel like I know how it's going to work. And you know, like I need to have a silicone mat. I need to have spatulas. I would never, ever put this on my paintbrushes for 2 reasons. Number one, it's very gooey. And number 2, I am the worst paintbrush cleaner in the world. So, a little bit of that is because of the product, and a little bit of it is because of me. Ooh, that's pretty. See, I like that. That is snazzy. Okay, we have one more Tim Holtz collage paper. And then I went and got some, this is Joggles collage paper. This is Joggles collage paper. This is Dina Wakley collage paper. And this is Dina Wakley little thingies. So we're gonna use all of that. Okay, this piece. Let's try the brown. We haven't tried the brown yet. So that nice Seth Apter says to close them up as you go. And since I glued one of the tops, I'm gonna kind of try to take his advice. And you know what? With some of those, we're gonna get all fancy. We're gonna do some different colors with texture paste. Because I'm feeling the need for more different colors. So this is brown, maroon, which is brown. You know what we're going to do though? We're going to use our maroon. We're going to, because I have a lot on there. Here's a skinnier fancy one. So let's make some lines with this one in the maroon. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? You see that squishage happening? Oh, I kind of like this one. This one's good too. The fatter one didn't give us very much coolness happening. And then I'm going to take a bit of, I'm here to, yeah, and I shake. I'm sorry. It just happens. My wrists are really bad. So when I'm doing something with my hands, I shake. And I think some of you might shake too. It doesn't hurt. It just looks weird. So I'm not hurting myself. I'm just shaky. There we go. See? Get some of that whiskey frost going around the edges. So it's kind of brown. Do I like the lines? I don't know if I like the lines. We're gonna kind of blur out the, oh, I like where they got flat. I didn't like them ridgy. So see where those are kind of a little line in there? I like that. Okay, so I have more colors in Pearly. And this is gonna be opaque, right? So let's grab some of this Joggles paper. This is rice paper. A little bit heavier than tissue paper, which the tissue paper that the Tim Holtz I used before was tissue paper. Okay, let's cut this up. I like that it's already done, but we're using the damn stamps because if I don't, I have to get rid of them. So, okay, let's do this. And we've got our brown and our Whiskey Frost open. So let's try this kind of, let's see if this is opaque first. Yep, it's way more opaque. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, I can doodle over opaque. But I want to make sure I get it going off the side. There we go. All right, now we're going to come in with our Whiskey Frost that is translucent. Oh, they're yelling at Wally. Poor Wally. Children love Wally because he's a potato. He just wants to sit with somebody all day long. That's his main goal in life. Okay, so we're gonna move this around a little bit. I don't mind what it's doing. We're gonna have to see when it dries though. Okay, so we're gonna put this off to the side. We're gonna let it dry. All right, here's another one. Ooh, there's a pretty blue. Let's try a pretty blue. I like blue. I like a turquoise blue. Ooh, do we want to do... You know what? Let's try this. Let's try this. There's turquoise blue texture paste. And I have a white ice, I think. I didn't just bring it over. I think I have a white ice. Do you see? Duh. It's sitting right here. But I did find another turquoise. I just have a little box of it over there. But what we're going to do is we're going to mix this white Pearly with this texture. Oh, I'm doing chemistry. With this texture paste and a little bit of pink and a little bit of Whiskey Frost. And see, I think I'm going to need 2 pieces because that's a lot. Okay, we're going to come here. And see if it makes the whole shebang more translucent, right? I like the mix of colors we're getting. I still feel like, okay, hang on. Oh, they're all different. So we got all different stuff. Ooh, she has letters in here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's do this. Just around, right? On this one. Hold on. We're going to put this on. Ah, don't fall on yourself. If it falls on itself, it can. I like that there's a titch of Whiskey Frost. I'm obsessed with Whiskey Frost. Do not get grumpy when I use it on everyone. Okay. I just feel like it makes the colors it's near deeper. See how that just enhances the colors? Plus, yellow is one of my favorite colors, and this is like a brownish yellow, but it's like a vintagey film over it. And I have a whole video about using Pearly for stencils. Now, it has definitely a bit of a shine to it. Let's grab this other Pearly that we brought over. That's even a deeper. Uh-oh. Oh, we got it. So it was just that one that got stuck. I don't know why it got stuck, because see, I didn't clean this one. This is how you become positively reinforced for bad behavior. You know that, right? Oh my God, look how rich that is. Okay, where's our white? Oh, this is it. To try to get it to go translucent. Do we feel like it went translucent? Here, let's look over here. Maybe a bit more translucent, but I'm not getting... Oh, you can see through it beautifully. I talk like the pig in Little People. Uh-oh. My granddaughter Emmy watches the Little People when she comes to visit. They're based on the Fisher-Price people. And there's a great actor who does the dad and the son. He does both of them. I looked him up, and he always talks like, "Dad, you said I could start the race." So my kind of bitchy voice is the Little People, if you're wondering where it came from. Okay, I'm kind of trying to do a little crisscross applesauce. I'm trying to move this around. We may drag some of it through there. And then we're going to let this dry a little bit, and then we're going to put whiskey frost on it. Because I like that it's mostly blues. Okay, so this guy's got to dry. And if you're thinking, how big is my craft room that I can have all these things drying at once? My craft room is huge. I have my daughter's old bedroom. As I'm moving my children out, I'm gaining more space. Life is good. So this is, we got to try that one. Oh yeah. So this is going to be, this Pearly is going to be opaque. We know that already. Well, I should grab a Dina piece out before I do that. I'm still trying to find those letters she had. I really like them. Nope. And you get 2 of each of these, I think. There they are. This one. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to do a little Pearly, which is this purple. Oops, see, too much already. And we're going to do Izink Ice to try to override the translucency factor. We're going to move some of this crap so we have more room. I'm almost using this as the palette for mixing them, right? So let's see what happens. Oh, that is way more translucent. I wonder if that Pearly itself was more translucent, or if it's because I had, let's try it by itself. Yeah, see, oh yeah, see, that Pearly is more translucent to begin with. And we're getting a little bit of that blue coming through from my palette knife. This is fun. It's like painting with goo. All right, I'm moving this one out. Yay, now I can buy Dina Wakley stuff again. She just had a launch. What did she launch? Oh, she launched a craft journal. Okay, so here's the thing. I am so glad I bought Diane Reevely's, is it the Classics? It's the Classics journal. Because it had craft and black in it. And I found out I do not like craft. Oh, we got orange. I do not like craft paper at all. Just don't, no. Just no, 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 no. I don't like it, Sam, I am. I just don't, I don't like the consistency it is. I don't like the color it is. I don't like anything about it. So now we got sherbet going on here. Okay. There we go. I think I do want kind of a more orange one than a sherbety one, but those are all going to stick together. Okay, let's do one more Diane, or Dina. And then I want to do that, I think I'm going to put more orange in this one. I'm going to put a lot more orange in this one, accidentally. So this is the Pearly orange. So this will cover pretty well. It's not as opaque as some of the other ones have been, but it's definitely opaque. And this is how you can buy, like, I don't love to use other artists' stuff whole in my work because I want my work to be my work, right? But I don't want to have to write collage paper that I like because, you know, we all kind of sort of sometimes don't love our writings off and on. And this is a way that you can add elements. And of course, I will not be using this. Oh, look, did it look good with a little bit of blue in there? Do we want a hint of blue? I think we want a hint of blue. Let's just dab, 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 dab. Oh yeah, that little hint. Ugh. This is a very gooey one. This one is going to be dry next year. Honestly, Florida. It's very humid in Florida if you're not from here. Okay, we're going to do the joggles kind of color printed. I didn't like this. So when I got this, I went, oh, because I'm not sure I'm that colorful in real life. So we're going to try all kinds of stuff on this rice paper. And I feel like it, where did my scissors go? I'll put that there. I feel, okay, so I kind of love this part. Like these are the colors that I like to use. I like the big block alphabet. That reminds me of Tim Holtz a lot. Okay, I don't mind this part because it's teal, right? And I love teal. I don't really like green very much. I like an acid green, but not that color green. So the first thing we're going to try is really pretty bright yellow and see if it counteracts the greenness of the green. For me. This is all subjective. Obviously somebody loves that because they made it, right? So, I don't feel like that made me like it any better. So we are going to try our favorite color. and see if it because I like the yellow and the whiskey frost together anyways, and see if it gets any better. And like I said, this is just purely subjective. I just don't like green, that color green. Still don't love it, but we'll see. Okay, now we're getting closer. Let's just whiskey frost this whole thing and see what happens. Okay, 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 okay. Don't hate that. I liked it more than the first one. Okay, let's try. Did we have an ice that was blue? No, we have an ice that's yellow or... Okay, so let's try a Pearly on here. This is going to be opaque. And we add some of our white ice to it. And a little bit of whiskey frost because it's on my palette knife. Okay, I feel like we got way too much on this one, so let's come over here. So if you're trying to get it off, you really have to scrape, scrape, scrape it. I don't hate that. Oh, look, a paintbrush hair. Or a kitty hair. You know kitties always batting around here. It's okay. Not my favorite. Won't throw it away. All right, this one has, this one has a ton of goo on it. Let's do another one of these guys. Ooh, this is tiny, tiny lines. Do we want to make crisscross applesauce? Okay, okay. Don't hate that. Where'd that other one go? Oh, I lost it already. Here it is. This one is gooey. Oh, I almost feel like I want to do this now on here, because I'm still not digging this one. And a lot of times, if you're not digging it, all you need to do is add a little bit of something you do like. And I like this. I am kind of loving having the marks in it, and that will be great for my journal. Okay, so now I like this. You see a teeny bit of the color in the back, you see a teeny bit of the yellow, and all of these I'm just setting aside here because I'm eventually going to whiskey frost the edges of them. Okay, we got two more. That didn't suck. All right, do we have, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. It might work on this one. So we'll try it on this one. Let's do the pink and the white, and I am going to wipe this off. Where am I going to wipe this off? I'm going to wipe this off. I don't have some place to wipe this off. Well, I'm going to have to wipe it off down here. Okay, so let's try first with just the red. See how we like it. Well, it's kind of a fun color combination, because this is more of the teal part than the green part, and red and green are opposite on the color wheel, so they will contrast a lot. Oh, I don't know if I hate this. I think I would like it better with some Whiskey Frost. I hate that. I'm throwing that away. I didn't like the color of it to begin with, and then I made it worse. That's bad. Okay, where's our Whiskey Frost? Nope. This actually, I kind of like how this turned out. And so you want to do all of the things, right? Because you never know which one is going to be like, ooh, that's great. And then if you don't like how it turns out, just toss it. None of these things I'm making right here, right now are precious. I didn't have them 5 minutes ago. I wasn't using my products. They were sitting up on the shelf. So there's no harm in me just tossing it. What do you think? I think that kind of looks pretty. Hold on. I think that looks sort of nice. Ooh. Okay, now we are going to use, and I don't know if I can clean this off. Not really going to worry about it. Now we are going to use this cool Hosho paper roll that the nice lady from Joggles said I had to have. And we're also going to use this. Ooh, it's very smooth. Oh, nope. It's very rough on the back and smooth on the front. How fun is that? That nice lady at Joggles tells me a lot of things I have to have. She's kind of an enabler. Okay, so I thought I didn't like the colored stamps, but then that one I did. So we are going to try some stamping with colors I know I like. Oh, hold on. Let's close these up while we're waiting so we don't have a debacle. I should put them up so I can see them. This is the orange for sure. And I am going to show you a little bit of the stamping, and then I'm going to let you go so that you don't have to. I mean, I feel like this is already a long video. And then I'll show you how everything came out at the end. Is there one more open? There is one more open. Oh, there's 3 more open. And don't think that it's just the pink one has cap problems, because I don't put, ooh, I do have the pink cap for it, but I don't put the right caps on the right ones. That just isn't important to me. Okay, so I'm going to start with Villainous Potion, and these are what are called archival inks, and that means they won't move. They're permanent. They won't move when I put ice on them or any other mediums, and that is important to me. All right, I need a block, and we're going to use this one that we really liked on the other one. We're gonna dab, 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 dab. And this is gonna activate the black ink, because alcohol or archival ink activates archival ink. So these first few maybe, oh, it turned out great. Okay. And now I would like something different. Ooh, circles. We're going to put some circles on there. Because I love circles. And this is, I believe, an Art by Marlene circle set. I'm not sure. And I just ordered some more Seth After stamps. So it's good. I am using my stamps. There we go. Do we want, so you have to do it in like 3s or 5s. So I like that enough that I want to do it again. So nice. We'll do it twice. Maybe down there in the corner. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. What else do we got? Oh, I got dots. Okay, so now we're going to do dots. And it looks like some of these stamps I've never used, but it's because I've always used them for, I'm a way more embosser stamper than I am a ink stamper, but we want to get to keep our inks. I love the distress colors of the inks. I have some, Wendy Vecchi was the only one that had them for a while, the Archival colors. So I have some Wendy Vecchi colors, and she has some pretty colors too, but Tim Holtz's colors tend to be dark and brooding, and I tend to be dark and brooding. So that works out great for me. Okay, we'll get all of this off. Functionally, I'm just cleaning my stamp now. I'm not making a design. Okay, there we go. And I figured out which was which when I was stamping them. We'll put those down here. Now, if you want a whole video about just making collages with stamps, let me know and we'll do that. Okay, so yellow and purple. We want to make sure this is, let's heat set that. We're going to heat set this because sometimes archival ink, if you don't heat set it, will move a little bit. So we're just going to hit it with some heat. And honestly, this is, that Joggles lady tells me things all the time, but she was right about this. This is stunning paper. Okay, we're going to have lots of this. And then I do think I want my Whiskey Frost around the edge. I think this is going to be super pretty. I have high hopes for this one. Okay, let's go in and do our yellows first. This is the Minnesota Vikings colors. That's my husband's favorite football team. So we're hitting everybody's favorites today. Okay. All right, let's start moving this in just around the edges. And I don't use white paper in my art very often, so I'm going to cover this whole thing. If you use white paper in your art, then you wouldn't have to cover this whole thing, right? Like, that's just, I don't tend to have any, I paint with white because I do magazine collage and collage art. So I paint with white, but I don't have just white stuff. And so if I left the paper behind totally white, I would have to do one of two things. I would either have to use India ink to blend it in, or I would have to not use it. There we go. That's pretty. And I don't have purple. If I had a purple, do I have a purple? I have a purple. Is this purple? I don't know, I feel like this is purple. Let's do just a little dabble, do ya? No, see, to me, that's very lavender. So we'll do a whole little section of this with some lavender spots in case we, actually we'll do part of it with this. Because usually I like to have 2 or 3 pieces of something in my art. So we want enough of it that if we do use the lavender, I have enough to go a couple places, right? I don't know if Izink has dark purple, but I feel like if this was a darker purple, I could totally dig it. I just chipped off a piece of the paper. This is a lot for paper to handle. I'm being very mean to paper right this second. All right, I am going to stamp a bunch of collage sheets with the fancy paper. I am going to Izink Ice them and Izink Pearly them, and then I will be back and show you the results. Okay, I was sorting out my papers, and I was going to try to kind of go in backwards order of how I did them, but then I couldn't remember. So this one, so the ice is definitely not matte. It's a little bit shiny. This is one of my favorites. I love it. I think it had the pink ice. I think this is all ice, and I think the reason I like it is that you can really see the stuff underneath. And this is one that had mostly pearly, which I don't love now, but I wish my book was in here. But when you cut a little piece of this and put it on the side of a magazine collage, that's going to be really fun for having some place to doodle. I kind of like this one. This is that green joggles rice paper, and okay, so let's talk paper. So this is rice paper. This is Tim Holtz collage paper, and this got crispy. It's definitely crispy, where the rice paper is more loosey-goosey. It still has like a pliability to it, it feels like. And then this is the Tim Holtz paper, and it's just crunchy. You can hear it crinkle a little bit, I hope. Okay, this one is fun. I kind of like it. Don't love it. I love this one, but I think it's because it's teal, and I just love teal anyways. I like this one. I went back and I put more whiskey frost on it. I like this one because it's teal. Some of them stuck together. This one has a goober on it now, which I love a goober. I think this is pretty. I think this was the sherbety looking one. And you can see the pearly, the orange is pearly, so it's pearlescent, and I think you can see the shine on it. So it's super pretty. This I love. I love that there's little bits of turquoise in there. This guy I love a lot. He's very cool. I think this is the brown. The brown with the whiskey frost. This is pretty. I think when it's not shiny for me, it might be shiny for you. This is the red and the black. This is the Steelers one. And you may not like this. You may be like, oh, ick. But to me, that is some grungy goodness. This is another sherbet one. I like that combination. I may have to get some more ice next time I order from Seth Apter in some different colors. Look, this one's fun because it has the squiggles in it we did with the spatulas. I like this color. This is one of my favorites, and I know it doesn't look very exciting, but I think it's cool. Okay, I made this. I only made one more. Okay, so this is good to look at together. Right now, I wish I had done this in black, but I bet you when I go to use it, so this is going to be, I'm going to cut this along here. So we really have to look at this as two different pieces. So that is one. I kind of like the violet in there. I'm not sure yet about it. And then this I do like better, but I almost wish I had done it in black because I like how the black looks so much better. And this is the paper from the roll. So I just stamped over it. And like I said, leave a comment below if you'd like to see a stamping video, how to stamp your own collage papers. This one, I was super surprised how much I like. I'm not usually a colorful gal, but that putting the extra turquoise in there really turned this for me into something that I'm going to enjoy using. This one, let me hold it up so I can see it. I'm not sure about it. It has a lot of the Pearly, which I love for stenciling because then you just get a hint of the pearlescent. But this feels very, very pearly. And then I went back over it with some Whiskey Frost, and that's the part of it I actually like. So I'm sure I will use it. I just don't know if I love it. But then this one with the Pearly, which was the orange Pearly, I like very much. So I'm not sure yet how everything is going to work out, but I love that I have all these papers to work with. And what I will do is when they're dry, I'm probably going to have to leave them overnight to crispy dry. I'm going to put them in one of these 5x7 scrapbook.com folders that I put all my stuff in. So like for my when I want to add ephemera and words and stuff like that, I put those in there. I have ephemera envelopes like this because I found that when I have it all together I don't use it, but if I have it in little pieces I will use it. And I do have a whole video about making that. I'll put that link in here too. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.